All right, now everybody thinks that the well, not everybody thinks that, I guess, but some of you may believe that once you've completed the virtual cabin, that is all, and that you have completed the virtual cabin. But in fact, if you go back in after completing the virtual cabin once and change the date, instead of just entering a password, we get a new upload for the new virtual cabin. I gotta tip my hats to the guys who put this game together, because as a fan of the Friday the 13th franchise, they put a lot of detail into this game. I mean, if you're a fan of the movies and you've seen the films, then you know when looking around, you don't have to click on stuff. You can just look at it and remember and go, okay, yeah, I know exactly what that's from. Like that, I know exactly what flea market those items were bought. How much the actor spent when they, I don't know. I'm just making that part up. I know exactly where that newspaper was bought. Like what newsstand that newspaper was bought. He's not even part of the franchise. All right, so if you've watched my videos of this part 1 and part 2 already, you've already known that I've come over here to use this computer to reset the virtual cabin and re-enter the password and all that jazz. Now we're going to go to the changing the date aspect of this computer. And while I'm doing this, I want to go ahead and also just give a shout out to C3KO Gaming once again. He's a YouTuber that I looked up some videos on how to solve a lot of these puzzles in order to put together a walkthrough for my friend and I. This is actually like a second attempt at doing the walkthrough of this virtual cabin. A friend of mine and I, we attempted to do it the other night, and we were using the shared headset kind of apparatus that wasn't meant, I don't think, for PlayStation controllers, or I just didn't have it plugged in firmly enough to the controller. I'm not really sure, but at any rate, you're going to want to change the date to June 13th, 1979 in this here. And that is actually, I believe, the date that Jason's mother dies. And it's also, if you saw part 2 of the video, one of the phone numbers I called. It's the phone number for the Institute, perhaps? Yeah, the Unger Institute of Mental Health is the same phone number as the date. And if you actually put in, this is something else C3 Gaming told me, if you put this date in first and hit set the date, you can hear the phone ring. We're just going to go down here. Whoop. See where the phone is and answer it real quick. The Jason Museum here. Corner, we got the
You can bring him back, you know. There's always a way.
Okay, so that's the message there. I think it's the same message we actually got in the beginning. Or the end of the last part there. Alright, so we'll go over here. We will change the date accordingly. And the phone's ringing again. We're going to go down here again and answer the phone. Oh.
You should have been watching him.
Lady, I didn't even work here at the time. Oh, now we just heard some glass crashing. Oh. It's all dark now. And I'm guessing because we heard the glass crack. Oh, yep. One of the Jasons has disappeared. Go over here. Now we're talking, baby. And now we come back upstairs and everybody's been murdered! Oh no! She died from a stab wound in the hand. That's awful. That is just simply awful. Always loved in all of the horror movies how the victims would be just kind of like arranged in this pattern. As if to say the... oh, shit. That made me jump a little bit. So to say the killer knew exactly which way you were going to run out of the house, you know. And through the woods to just line these bodies up absolutely perfectly. I think he just went upstairs. We'll go follow him. I don't know why we would follow him. Oh, okay. Yep, see, like they just know which way I'm going to go. Taking anything to murder people with up here? Oh, now this room is open. We can come in here, check this out. Oh shit. And we're gonna take this key here. We're gonna need this for sure. Looks like that guy got the point. That guy got the point. I guess that's a nod to the death scene there in part 1. Well, you're dead now, dude. Was it worth it? Yeah. Totally worth it. Alright, now, you can now come outside. Jason's busted through the door, and you're like, well, what do I need a key for? Or you're going to come over here to the garage. You're going to use the key in the garage. Now, as you see there, all of your movies are gone, which is kind of why I feel like the movies are kind of important in the first part of this game, the first part of the cabin. Take the shovel here, because like you said, all you have now is just the shovel. There's no movies. Nothing else that you picked up. Your glasses are gone, everything. Got some kids hanging out here. Now, why these guys here, over here by the fire, and these guys hanging out here in the water did not see Jason bust out of the cabin just now. So they're still just kind of hanging out. Like, he just busted out. They're just like, all right, well, he's not coming over here. He's going to finish this doobie, and this guy's going to keep swimming in his clothes, I guess. But we got a little box over here. We got some more badges to grab. So let's go ahead and grab our badges real quick. Oh, can we listen to the radio? No, that's awesome. Now that I know this exists, I'll probably spend a lot of my days just jamming out to 80s rock by the campfire here. Uh-oh. Okay, so maybe if I want to put it down on here, let's see. That's pretty awesome. Alright, so again, I want to give a huge shout out to Z3KO Gaming because a lot of these puzzles I wouldn't have figured out. If you wander off the beaten path here. Oh! 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 You get murder-fied. So the key is to stay on the path here, people. And what you're going to do is just follow this looks like a machete or something here. Pointing this way. To this tree. And there's a little arrow pointing over this way. And we're going to keep following everything that points us in the right direction here. More arrows. He's going to point you to the duck. The duck seems to be pointing in this direction. Okay. That scared me. Little bird or whatever the heck that is out there. And we're going to dig and dig and dig, and then... what is that? A squirrel or something? Secret patch. Oh, that was Muffin. Oh my god. Oh my god, poor Muffin. Let's come over here real quick. Now, I made a mistake the last walkthrough, and we walked around forever trying to find this refrigerator. I thought it was inside, but it's actually outside. And again, Z3KO Gaming, thank you very much for providing me with the combination to this guy, which is 5, 3, 1, 2. And once that opens, you can unlock the refrigerator. I can't open it. This game is extremely... oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh, there we go. Jesus Christ. And you keep your mother's head in the refrigerator. I know I do. Go ahead and pick that guy up.
Come home to Mommy, Jason. You know the way.
Yeah, I know the way. But first, before we go see Jason's mum, we're gonna go head over to the graveyard here. And this is right out of part 6, which is one of my more favorite out of the franchise. So you got Jason Voorhees, the grave there, 1979. Like I said, I think that is when she was killed. The 7th or the 13th of June, and I wonder if he put in like the same date when she was born, like that date, 1930. I wonder what will happen. So we're gonna come over here. We're gonna use that shovel again. Like I said, this is right out of part 6. One of my more favorite out of the later series films. A lot of the movies after part 5 just weren't that great. Oh, the maggoty Jason. Part 6 was really key and instrumental because like it brought Jason back. I mean, like part 5, a new chapter, or was it a new beginning? Excuse me. You know, it had Jason, but it wasn't really Jason. Like they were trying to, I guess, go like in a different route, having it be like Jason, but not being Jason. And then in part 6, Tommy coming in and resurrecting, Jason in like this Frankenstein fashion, and in a sense like giving him that like that power that, like, you know, before this film, you know, Jason was just a guy who lived in the woods, you know, and Tommy killed him in part 4. Part 5, it was just some random guy wearing a mask, and then Tommy brings him back in part 6. But bringing him back in this Frankenstein manner, I believe it gave Jason a lot of the power that he has today. Oh no! It's kind of like why he can't be killed now, you know. If Tommy had just minded his business. I was just watching part 6 not too long ago, actually, just recently. And oh man, I'm trying to tell a story here, Jason. It can wait. But I was just recently watching part 6 and thought it was pretty interesting that Tommy not only kills Jason but brings him back. Him and a buddy, Alan, go dig Jason up and bring him back to life, which I also thought was kind of strange because in part 5, you know, Tommy has as a child, before they show him as a grown-up, has this vision, this dream of him watching 2 guys dig up Jason, much in the same fashion that him and his friend Alan do. Which makes me kind of curious as to why he would then, as an adult, go and dig up Jason, knowing that it could be dangerous. So we're going to go ahead and place Jason's mother's head, Miss Pamela Voorhees.
I'm home. You did good.
Thank you. Oh, get my new badge here. And then, come down here. Like I say, it's interesting. Like I said, Tommy would dig him up after having a vision. He has a vision of 2 men digging him up in the rain. Jason kills them, and then he decides as an adult, oh no. Oh man. You guys are dead. Well. Little something more easy listening there, guys. Oh no. Is everybody dead? Man, nobody made it. Yep. Looks like they're working on their breaststroke. Oh, somebody's bra. Ooh, that's sexy. Alright, so we're coming over here. We're going to do the same thing we did inside with our badges. And just place them all here. That's going to give you gas. Take the gas. I'll put the gas in the boat. Yeah, I like part 6 a lot. Jason Lives. It's got some great counselors in it. The teenagers are great. Oh, it looks like I'm going to make it, you guys. Oh, right. It worked. Oh, man. Cops are here. Looks like everything's going to be okay. Oh, spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. Alright. So, as we see here, I have once again defeated the virtual cabin. Go ahead and return to the main menu as it states. And then we're going to click back in to offline, and we're going to do the virtual cabin one more time, people. There's still more to unlock that isn't the end of the virtual cabin. There's still some more fun involved. And as soon as I'm done uploading my next video, part 3 to this, I will be back. We'll do some more gaming. And we'll do a little bit more talking about Friday the 13th and some more walkthrough of the virtual cabin or whatever. See you in a few.